What's up, everybody? Welcome to Other Space. I'm Jason the Ape. Today, we're going to be taking a peek at the recent Heavy Metal Forge video that came out. Let's check out the hunt. Yuga,
The next
love it.
phase of Heavy Metal Forge has arrived. In the hunt, players can now send their heavies on new expeditions to explore, gather, fight, and more. Here's everything you need to know to get started.
All right, guys. So we're going to check out this video together, the hunt. We're going to talk about it. We're going to break it down. When I feel there's an option to throw a little 2 cents in there, I'm going to. But besides that, let's check out this video together. I'm very excited about what's coming out.
If you've built out your forge far enough, you will see a new option that invites you to prepare an expedition.
All right, so the first thing here, if you catch their verbiage, they said if you built it out far enough. Now, at first, we thought that you had to touch that black portal, but now it's been said it just has to be visible on your screen. So, they've delayed it a little bit. You got a little bit of time to keep building, but you don't have to touch it if you're not ready.
Choose from one of 4 available biomes as well as a difficulty level. Each expedition costs a certain amount of energy. The higher the difficulty level, the more it costs. Start off by selecting an easy level expedition, then click the button on the bottom right.
All right. So what I just took away from that is as you go into the rift, there's 4 different biomes you're going to be able to check out. There's going to be different difficulty levels. So, if you feel you've got a heavy that you've been grinding with and you're super happy and think it's got a great battery life, you might challenge yourself to a little bit more difficult of a biome experience.
Each heavy will be able to choose from one of 3 specializations: Explorer, Fighter, or Crafter. Each has unique buffs and debuffs that will help and hinder you on your expeditions. Take your time to read through all 3 and pick carefully. You will be able to change specialization power cores in the future, but it won't be easy as choosing your first.
All right, so this is something insanely important as we get closer to the Rift opening is they're going to offer you an option to select either Explorer, Fighter, or Crafter for your heavy metal, and they do come with some perks and also some devalued experiences. So you want to choose this carefully. You can change it later on, but it's not as simple as just I desire to change it. You have to actually go through a little bit of action. So choose carefully when the time comes.
Once you've decided on a specialization, you'll be launched into the biome you selected. As you venture through the outer dimensions, pay attention to several key parts of the UI. Your battery level is located on the top left. This will slowly deplete as you travel on your expedition. The higher the difficulty level, the faster it will deplete. Your battery also acts as your health bar. If it is reduced to 0 before you find the exit to the biome, you will lose half of the items you've collected.
All right, so that was super crucial, right, guys? Your energy equates to your battery, and your battery life is what allows you to be in your biome. The longer you're in there, the more your battery will deplete. So if it depletes, you can lose up to half of what you've collected. And I believe collecting items is a very important part of being in the rift. So you don't want to lose if you can avoid it, right? So be cautious of your battery life.
On the right side of the screen is your bag. Your bag contains limited slots to hold items you collect on expeditions. If your bag gets full, you can click on items to discard them or spend gears to either send them back to your nest or increase your bag size. On the bottom right is your minimap. How far you can see in expeditions is limited to the bright circles surrounding your heavy. You'll have to get closer to items and enemies in order to detect them.
So what I took away from this is you actively have to use your map as well as kind of your ring of fire in a sense. You have to be aware of your space, and you're only going to be able to see objects when you're around them. So either you fight, you collect whatever it may be. It has to be within that circle.
At the bottom of your screen will be any infusion items that you have. You won't have many to begin, but in the future, you will be able to ready them when you prepare your bag for each expedition.
All right, so really quickly, they went over infusions. It sounds like infusions are going to be your perks for within the Rift. So kind of TBD, stay tuned. Make sure you keep your eyes open because I'm sure those will play an important part later on in the game.
Moving around in expeditions is as simple as clicking on the map where you want your heavy to go. As you journey along, you will see resource spots and collectibles on the map. Move your heavy close to them and click on them repeatedly to see what's inside. You can click Collect All to move them all into your bag at once or pick them up individually. Also, keep an eye out for chests. which contain a bevy of rewards, including components, recipes, or sometimes even fully built equipment. Chests often appear in dead ends, behind enemies, or near the exit to a biome.
All right, so something to take away from that is that chests seem to be a very exciting prize, but they're kind of tucked away behind a boss at the end of a level. So it's something to consider in relation to your battery, right? If you're going to be in there and you have to have a key and you have to do all these things to make sure you can open it, you don't want to lose half of what you're opening. So be aware of your battery life is still a very important takeaway of this game so far.
At some point, you will encounter an enemy. A fight will begin when your heavy enters into the enemy's attack range, which is indicated by the bright circle on the ground around them. A fight will end if you leave the attack range. Fights are turn-based, meaning you take an action and then the enemy does until the fight ends. If you look in the top left, you will see that a new bar has appeared under your battery level. This is your heavy's shields. The shield is your first protection against an enemy attack. Your battery level won't deplete until your shields are gone. After you finish or flee a fight, your shield will return to being 100% full. Your enemy will also have a shield and battery level which acts in the same way yours does. During a fight, you can take one action before your turn ends. Either select a basic attack, a special attack, or use a consumable item. You can also move a short distance during your turn before taking any actions if you are out of attack range. Once you defeat the enemy, they will drop a cache of loot that you can search through and collect.
Yo, all right. This is the part of the game I've been waiting for. A little bit more action. Heavy Metal Forge has been quite a grind, but finally we're going to get the opportunity to search for loot, collect loot, even fight against different characters depending on which biome you're in, maybe collect some rewards from them. So keep an eye out. Make sure that when you come across them, you definitely make sure to pick up whatever they leave behind because I'm going to assume that it's some pretty good stuff.
As you near the end of a biome's explorable area, a portal will appear in the ground, allowing you to exit and finish your expedition. Typically, this portal will look like this, and it will lead you back to your forge. But in some cases, a different portal will appear to the Shimmer biome, a special biome that contains more gemstones and rare tech stones.
Ooh.
Once you make your way back to the forge, the items you collected will automatically be deposited to your nest. Now that you understand how the expeditions work, it's time to put those gathered materials to use. Make sure to
I mean, we're not even gonna get to crafting until the next video, so make sure you tune in for the next video coming up. That'll all be about crafting, and kind of breaking down the Bored Ape video that they posted recently about crafting specifically, because that seems to be the next big part of the heavy metal rift. So thank you guys for hanging out and talking about the hunt. Just really quick, let's go ahead and recap. So we're going to have an opportunity to go into 4 different biomes. There's going to be different difficulty levels, and based on what you select, will kind of give you different opportunities to find different rewards. You will be able to search for items, look for chests. You're going to have to craft items to open certain things, such as the chest that you find, but that'll be in a future video. And more than anything, I'm looking forward to the fighting. You're going to get to fight little characters. They're not the big warrior that'll be in season 6 that you're going to get the ape coin reward from, but still this is an exciting part of the game, and I look forward to hanging out with you guys in the Discord. So thank you everyone for tuning in. Give the video a like and a subscribe if you haven't already. If you haven't joined the Discord, please do so. We're always looking to have more friends in there as we get geared up for the heavy metal game to kick into the forge, and as Legends of the Mara are on the horizon. So until next time, guys, I'm Jason the Ape. This is Other Space. Have a great day.